Hello, Loves and Flying J Travel Plazas. My name is Claire. I am traveling. As you can see, I've been living in here for a few months, and I've come across your travel plazas, kind of safe havens for a traveler like myself. Anyway, I have a product for you, and I think it's going to be big. Accounting. Everyone needs accounting, some form of accounting or some sort of understanding of accounting. And you guys already know that big businesses use double entry accounting, generally accepted accounting principles and all that. And it's good to have. You have a lot of truckers that come through, and one of the biggest things about truckers is if they don't keep track of their money, they'll spend it all on stopping and getting food and stuff. So one of the biggest things is keeping track of money. And you have a lot of people traveling with kids and stuff. So I mean, if a parent with kids can walk in and be like, with this product, your kids can learn double entry accounting in less than 10 minutes. That's a selling point right there. But as you can see, I kind of need like a first purchase order or something to get a good bulk on. But let me go ahead and show you the product here. Okay, so colleges, this is one semester. It's a 5-pound book. This is one semester of accounting. And they teach you all this here. So I broke it down into something simpler, much simpler. It doesn't look very good here, but okay, so here is, okay, it looks horrible. You have to bear with me here. So I took this whole book and I broke it down into one page of instructions, one page of examples, and then the rest you're ready to go. And so let me tell you what makes this different than that, yet more usable than this. All right, so I mean, there's a front page. I don't know. I'm kind of this kind of impromptu here, and you have to forgive the crumpled mess here. But as you can see, what I'm doing here, I'm not situated to fill out that vendor form that you have. Well, anyway, let me show you that this product actually delivers what I say it's going to deliver, and it's going to build value for your customers, truckers who need to keep track of their finances with something simple, as well as families who are traveling with kids as an impulse buy, is being able to teach the kids double entry accounting. Now, what is generally accepted accounting principles? There are two principles that this holds on to, that this most important. One is the double entry, which is in the name, and the other is the accounting equation. So this one you can read in plain English, and those of you at HQ who know the accounting equation for the 10-pound books, you can't really read it in plain English, but this one you can. So what it says is, all your income that you receive goes to a couple different places, any one of these places, nowhere else. Either as cash into your bank account, it's either a business expense, a personal expense, or it's IOU. Either you're loaning it out or you're paying somebody back. So that's where your money goes. So as long as we hold on to these two principles, you're gonna have an accounting system that works. So it shows you how to get started and everything. Here's some examples, and as you can see, we start with the accounting equation, right? You fill in what you need here, and then you set it equal. Doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be 100%, just as long as it's equal, so we get started. It's about getting started quick and about keeping track. So it shows your IOU position. What IOU position is, it's a combination of accounts receivable and accounts payable. Just for simplicity, because anybody starting out shouldn't have a whole lot of debts and loaning stuff money out. But so for kids and truckers. But yeah, as you can see, every entry has two entries, each line. And then every few transactions, so you add everything up and you want to make sure it's balanced. Once it's balanced, you put it in the other gray line and you continue with your transactions. The accounting here has a reporting period. So, monthly or quarterly, they'll close the books out. They'll have reporting, make the reports, the balance sheet, the earned income, And then you have all these sheets. So the product I'm putting together, I mean, it'll be a booklet with like the spiral bound, not necessarily a binder like this, but it had the spiral bound spine and the information. It'll have a cover page, plastic covers, and at least 40 sheets. And that way, for $15, impulse buy, 10, I don't know, we can discuss price or whatever. It has value, and it's going to build value, and whatever is fair, kind of open. Yeah, so this is what it looks like, and then as you can see, that's what it looks like. You start with your, and then every entry, 2 entries. Oh, and the plus and minuses. How to explain it? When you this is complicated because they have debits and credits, and it not necessarily, they don't really make sense. It just means left and right, which makes it a whole lot complicated. But this, it's all one line, and it's revolving, so there's no reporting period. It just continues on. And yeah, so your bank and cash will have positives and negatives all throughout because they go up and down pretty regularly. And your IOUs too, right? Incoming, outgoing. Your income and expenses will always be positive because they're just tracking accounts. They don't really necessarily go down. There won't be any negatives, but there will be a negative in expenses if you do like a return. So that's where the negative is. So yeah, so the positives and negatives work out, the math works out, the equation works out, and you hold on to the 2 principles that make this what it is, and without 5 pounds worth of books per semester. So it's 10 pounds worth of books for a year of college teaching you accounting. But with this, I can teach anybody double entry accounting in less than 10 minutes. Holds on to the 2 principles, the double entry and the accounting equation. Once people understand those and they have a basic understanding, that's why it's called My First Double Entry Accounting System. So it's their first one, so they can keep track and get into the exercise of entries. And anytime somebody gets a receipt, it's a deposit receipt, expense, loaning money out, or then it's recorded in there. So it'll be a whole booklet. It could be a binder. That's why I kind of want to talk to you guys, because I think it's a perfect product for your travel plazas. It's a perfect product, I think, truckers who come in and they're like, where did my money go this month? And you'd be like, hey, here's an accounting system. Be perfect for you. And parents, with kids and they're about to go back to school, and you can be like, yeah, right here. 10 minutes, you learn something that they don't teach people until college, right? They don't teach double entry accounting or generally accepted accounting principles in high school or elementary school. So that's the product, and it's a simple product. Doesn't take a whole lot to develop. It's pretty straightforward, and kind of just need a good customer, like one solid good customer, and I think you guys are it. If we can discuss, I don't know, I think with a purchase order I can come up with the first batch and we can test it out and see how it goes. I can pitch it. I've sold them at flea markets in English and Spanish, and people pick it up. So yeah, if you don't believe me, I can show up to any one of your travel plazas and prove it. But yeah, so that's just, you can reach me. I have the information in the form I'm submitting to you guys. Alright, thank you for any consideration.